Hi, so here's a little video to explain my push chord shape reference. It's up for free download from my website, or Facebook I suppose, facebook.com/lostbeat, and it's just here to explain some chord shapes. So, the basic one that's in the push manual is the major triad, which can be moved up across the push buttons to make any chord in the major scale. Now, there's a few more advanced chords that I want to explain today. Now, for one, you can start to invert the chords. That's the same chord, just a different inversion. So, the different inversions basically emphasize different notes. So in that case, the third of the chord is on top, which gives you a different sound. Next chord is a seventh chord. Jazz territory. I've done some jazz guitar before, so this is, the kind of stuff you play on jazz guitar. Seventh and ninth chords. So that's the seventh chord. Next is a 9 chord. So with a lot of these chords though, this is not how you play them. Like if you can see, hopefully on the keyboard, like pianists don't usually play their chords just like that. They'll put a root note down the bottom, or do something else. They'll use both their hands. So, let's think about it like that. You'd play probably, you try it on top, and then you double the root note down the bottom. Maybe not. Get a crazy chord. So yeah, think about it like how a piano player would play. They probably wouldn't just play with one hand. Helps to make the chord a lot fatter. Likewise with some of those seventh chords, you can play them just like that's a 6/9 chord. You can play it like that, or you could play it a bit more spaced out. You put an octave between them. A lot of these chords are going to sound a lot better. I think that sounds a lot better than this. Basically, harmony that's close together is going to clash more. Anyway, this is not a theory class, although I do teach theory. That's another one, a 7th chord, how a guitarist would play it. Well, that's how at least I would play it on the guitar. 13th chord. Some cool jazz extensions there. What else have we got? Some suspended chords. So you can hear that that's not resolved, and that's just going to resolve down to there. So that's a suspension chord. You can do that. Sometimes it doesn't work because it's not it's resolving to a minor third rather than a major third. And then there's some more complicated chords at the end. 7, 9, 11 chords, 13 chords. So what I'd like to say though, fourth voicings. These aren't major or minor chords. And then you can do an extended fourth voicing. They're quite ambiguous chords. And then of course the last one in the thing is a suspended cluster chord. So you can make up, all kinds of chords just by putting your hands different places. But this is kind of intended to give you an idea of how some of the jazz chords on the guitar apply to the push. So here's an example. I'm going to show you. I'm going to switch over to unfixed key mode, to chromatic key mode, and I'll show you how there's a piece I've written that uses a whole lot of these chords, but I play them on the guitar, so they're not actually in any, well, they're kind of in D minor, but it doesn't work just to have it in a scale mode. So here it is. It's called 5 Fingers.